Hey, Knicks Nation. Today is Thursday, the 21st day of March 2024. I hope you're all safe and healthy this morning. I hope your family is safe and healthy and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, along with the first responders, who every day are saving lives. Those that pick up garbage for us, keep our places clean. Blessings also upon those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help, rescue, deliver, and recover the teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People that are also victims of prostitution and child prostitution. People that are victims of pornography and child pornography, human trafficking, sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators of these things. Double curses on those who profit from these things. And double curses on the perverts that create the demand, the great demand for these industries. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. There are nearly 600,000 men, women, and children and families homeless in the United States. Millions around the world in similar or worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. There's going to be a basketball game tonight. The New York Knicks are scheduled to play the Denver Nuggets in Denver tonight. Lots of big news, as you are probably well aware. The New York Knicks are expected to activate Mitchell not tonight, but probably either Saturday in the Brooklyn game or Monday in Detroit. You're going to see Mitchell Robinson. Now, right now, the Knicks have clinched, according to NBA.com, the Knicks, the first five teams right now in the Eastern Conference, the Knicks, Orlando, Cleveland, Milwaukee, and of course Boston have all clinched postseason positions. So now it's a question of where in the postseason they will play, but they have clinched a playoff spot. So without Mitchell Robinson tonight, now the Knicks have beaten Denver 3 times, but that don't mean anything now. So right now everybody's fighting for position in the playoffs. The only team right now that's not really fighting for a position in the playoffs is the Boston Celtics, who have all but locked up the Eastern Conference. I mean, right now they have 55 wins. They're 11 games ahead of the second place Milwaukee Bucks. So they're about the only team in the NBA that are not really fighting for playoff position. Everybody else is. Okay? So right now, the Knicks are basically game and a half from the third seed, which is Cleveland, who lost last night to Miami. They are 2.5 games from the second seed, which is Milwaukee. But they're only a half game ahead of Orlando. Tonight, Orlando plays at home against the Pelicans. No easy feat for Orlando. So it's a big night tonight all the way around. The Knicks do have a 3-game cushion on the 6 seed Pacers. They have, right now, they have a 3.5 game cushion on Miami and Philly. Who would have thought of that before the season started? Huh? People were talking about Philly and Miami is going to be the top. Well, there you go. That trade Miami made for Scary Terry, I don't know. I don't think it's going to work out as well as they think. Though last night, Scary Terry was the hero at the end of the game. 4-point play, big 3 at the end that helped Miami beat Cleveland in Cleveland. But I still don't think overall he fits, but that's their problem. For the Knicks, we got a big game, as I mentioned, in Denver today. Now, I don't know how Tibbs is going to go at this, knowing that Mitchell Robinson's about to return. I don't know how he's going to go at this in terms of tonight's lineup. But going forward, I think I've been pretty consistent. Mitchrob is going to come off the bench in the second unit. And I've been telling y'all that for a while now. He's going to come off the bench. Precious Achua, Mitchell Robinson, and Deuce McBride are going to make the core of Mobb Deep until Juke comes back. One of the bums is going to fill in the other role. I don't understand why everybody's making a big deal as to what's going to happen. I even heard some knucklehead talking about trade pressure. Some of y'all need to get off them opioids and leave that alcohol alone because it ain't helping y'all. So, no, Precious ain't going nowhere. The Knicks going to re-sign him. He's going to be a part of the rotation permanently. Now, and somebody tried the nerve to try to call Precious a bum. I see, sometimes I just don't have time for some of this mess. I'll see it and I'll just wave it off and roll my eyes and just move on because it's just so dumb. But anyway, Mitchrob, Precious, and Deuce are going to be the core of Mobb Deep. And with one of the bums, whichever one. And Mitch Rob's going to actually help whichever bum plays Whether it's Bodega 44 or Bum Burks, Mitchrob's going to help them because he's Mitchrob and he protects the rim. That allows them to be able to play even though they can't play no defense. It helps the Knicks in that regard because Mitchrob will help make up. Of course, you will also have Precious and Deuce who are outstanding defensive players. So that helps with Mob D until Jew gets back. Jew should be. I'm expecting Jew back in that in a week. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm expecting him back. I thought he'd be back already, but I'm expecting him back within a week. Somebody said, "Well, with 10 games left, that does make sense." Right now, the Knicks have played 68 games. There's 14 games left. Yeah, I'm expecting him to be back with at least 10 games left. Somebody said he needs more games than that to get his rhythm back. Dude's been playing pro ball for 10 years. I think he knows what he needs to do. Yes, he needs to get his time, but it ain't going to take that long. Okay, he'll be all right. And even if Jew is only 80%, the Knicks are, let me tell you something. With Jew 80%, the Knicks are still, to me, along with Boston, the class of the East. I'll tell you right now. Okay? Let's not, I'm not trying to win clicks by giving y'all some drama. The Knicks with Boston, with Juju and fully healthy, class of the East, y'all. That's what I'm saying. So right now, even without Ju, you talking about Mitchrob, Deuce, and Precious? You talking about a starting lineup right now? Hartenstein, OG, Hart, Devo, JB. They're going to be all right. They're going to be all right. Now, OG ain't playing tonight. Cool. OG will be around again either Saturday in the Brooklyn game or Monday in the Detroit game. Don't need to rush him along, especially with they playing so well right now without him. Not that they don't need him. OG is the head of the defense. But right now we're doing all right. We could use him tonight, but we're not going to get him. And this is the problem in dealing with Denver tonight. This is the problem here because you got no OG, no Mitchrob, no Jew. Okay? So you're going to start Hart. You're going to start Josh Hart. That's, he's an energizer bunny, no doubt about it. 6'4", but he does everything on the basketball floor. So you're going to start him. You're going to start Hartenstein. You're going to start Brunson. You're going to start DiVincenzo. The question is Tom going to start Precious or is he going to start Deuce again? Because, again, Denver goes 6'9", 6'10", 7 feet along the front line. They got a lot of height. Now, again, Tom could choose to attack that with speed and quickness, which is the Deuce lineup, or he could choose to match that or try to with Precious, because Precious is 6'8", and then Hartenstein's 7 foot. But then you still got 6'4", 6'4", and then 6'2" at the most, maybe 6'1" with Brunson. So you still short. So I don't know how he's going to choose to attack it. He can go either way. And to me, it don't matter either way because either way, and then you got Sims, Jericho. Let's not forget Jericho. Jericho actually matches, for some reason, he matches up well against the Joker and against Denver. I don't know why. These type of things happen. There's a kryptonite for everybody. Jericho does match up well against Denver. So again, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jericho sightings today. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. But so we'll see how Tom handles this. But basically, this is the last game that we're going to have without Mitchrob. That's it. I'm telling you, he'll be back Saturday against Brooklyn. I'm pretty sure about that. And then soon after that, sometime next week, Juju will be back. So now you're going to have Juju, and I'm telling you, OG's going to play. Either he plays Saturday or he plays Monday. But OG's going to play. This is just elbow resting flex. We're getting everybody ready for the playoff. The Knicks are in the 4th seed and are not fully healthy. And they're going to, the crazy thing is, before the playoffs, like at least 10 games before the playoffs, they will be fully healthy. This is the thing, y'all. This is I keep telling people every year under Tom Thibodeau. Don't look at October and November. People like fire Tibbs in October and November. It's so dumb. But fire. 20 years, he's been doing the same thing. Starts off slow, finishes strong. And when you want to win a championship, what you want to do is be playing your best basketball in April going into the playoffs. That's what the Knicks are going to be like right now. They're going to be playing their best ball going into the playoffs. And this is why we kept saying the Deuce and Precious extended minutes that they've been getting have now, as you can clearly see, have caused them to have the confidence to play roles in the rotation in the playoffs. That's going to be major for New York. That bench, I'm telling you, I can't get more excited about it when you add Josh Hart and Deuce and Precious and Mitchrob. And Tom says, he said yesterday, I didn't notice he did this, but he said yesterday that there's usually 2 starters with the bench. You know what that means? He's going to play 8 guys. He's going to play 8 guys. Okay? I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case tonight. Okay? You're going to have Precious and Deuce and probably one of the bums. But when you get Mitchrob back, you're going to have Precious, Mitchrob, and Deuce with 2 starters. Yo, we're about to do some things, y'all. We're about to do some things. And tonight's a very critical game because if the Knicks lose tonight and Orlando wins, Orlando becomes 4th in the East by half a game. Now, that's not cemented. No way. That's not cemented. But I don't like the look at it. I don't like the look of it. So I like if Orlando could lose to New Orleans, that give us some breathing room. And then the Knicks got to take care of business against Denver. No easy feat. You're in Denver, mile high, altitude and all that. They asked Jalen Brunson the other day, what are you thinking about the upcoming match against Denver? He said timeouts because it's high altitude. And he's right about that. And Tibbs knows how to call them timeouts when his team needs them. So y'all enjoy the game. Let's get this W. This is not going to be easy. Denver is right now. I know they top 3 in the West. They're 2nd in the West by half a game under Oklahoma City. And right behind them, a game behind them is Minnesota. Those 3 are battling for the top seed in the West right now. Oklahoma City, Denver, and Minnesota. The Clippers are 5 games out of first. They're going to obviously be in the 4th or 5th seed in the West. Then you got New Orleans, who's trying to overtake the Clippers, and they're playing tonight against Orlando. Everybody got something to play for. You're going to see, even though it's not the playoffs, right now you're going to see playoff intensity in most of these games. Enjoy it. This is great basketball. Y'all enjoy the game tonight. Let's get this W, New York. Shalom.